You know what's the most annoying thing in the world?
What's that, Ryan?
When you get a call from a telemarketer. Have y'all gotten calls from a telemarketer?
Of course.
Almost every day.
Ben gets a lot. And I don't really know why Ben gets so many for some reason. I think it was an insurance thing that you got.
I do get a lot.
They see a sucker coming from a mile away.
And you always are so kind to them. You're like, hello? And you're like, yep, nope, okay. And then you would sometimes even hear them out. You used to like listen to their spiel and go, no, I'm good.
Yes, kind of. At the end of the day, most of these people are just telemarketers just doing their job. They're not scam call centers.
Totally agree with that.
So I'm not going to just be like, hey, yo, how about you piss off, mate?
And also English. Yeah, he's not going to turn Australian on him.
No. So the reason that I'm on this calling list of it's insurance telemarketers is because I must have gotten like a Facebook or an Instagram ad of like looking for insurance because I was looking for insurance at the time. And then I was like, I'm looking for insurance. And then I give them all of my information willingly.
Now you effed up.
But no, that did get me really good insurance rates though. So it's like,
it's kind of worth it.
I got a good rate, but I also have to deal with this now. And it goes in waves where I'll get like 10 to 20 different calls in the span of like 5 days. And then it'll just go like a week of nothing. And then I'm like, I'm off the list finally. And then I get another call from another like North Dakota address. And I'm like, oh, and then it just goes silent. I'm like, damn it, I'm back on the list.
Okay, well, when you say that they're from like an ND area code, that's why they're still a little scammy because they'll use your area code to call you so that you think that it's coming from your area.
You know.
And every single time I look at the number and I go, is this the is this the insurance number or not? And I'm like, I better just answer just in case.
My thought on it is every time you do it, my dad does it. He goes, yep, please take me off your list. Do you think that they even take you off a list? Or do you think you just, like, is it even worth saying that? Or are you just better off going like, no, I'm good, thank you, have a nice day? Because you don't want to be a dick. I agree.
No,
they're doing their job.
They keep calling you.
But do they? Like, obviously, the message was across that you do not want what they want. So do you think
in my experience, they keep calling.
Do you think, saying, please take me off your list actually gets you off the list?
No. But neither does the other one. And it seems like that one's a little bit more effective where it'll get by you like 2 weeks span versus 5 days.
I've got a solution for you.
Block the numbers.
No. You can set your iPhone so it blocks any number that you don't have in your contacts list.
I can't do that.
It is the best thing ever.
Yeah,
no,
I can't do that.
Dude, you have no idea how terrible that is for business of like everyone else trying to get a hold of you that then thinks that you ignore them for months on end, which you might actually if they aren't blocked. And then they finally come to us, hey, I've been trying to get a hold of Ken for the last 6 months. I have this really good opportunity for you guys, and Ken's just been straight up ignoring me.
The problem is I get at least 100 calls a day from kids asking, say, hey, what's up? So I just like, I can't take all those calls, so I just have to go.
That's actually
100 calls a day?
Yes. One kid called me 15 times last night.
God.
Okay, that's
okay,
pretty
if that
annoying.
is the case,
So,
that is super annoying.
He
But
does, dude. I've seen it. Like, we think we get a lot. Ken gets so many, and he gets the persistent ones, too.
Yeah.
Ken, that actually
If
does
they want to
suck.
get a hold of me, they'll shoot me a text, or I'll already have them on my contacts list.
Yeah, so, like, our voicemail's dead? Because I still want people to leave me a voicemail. If you need to get a hold of me, leave me a voicemail.
I think it's
Or a
tough
text.
with you, though, because even if you do get the message, you don't respond for weeks on end.
Unless it's important.
Yeah, but how many times do you respond to a message or a call like 4 weeks later?
Often.
How? How can you not just like do it right off the
I
bat?
respond to some right away, some a day later, some a week later, some 2 weeks later, some 3 weeks
Yeah,
later.
but
some a
why?
month later.
Obviously, you do that, but why do you choose to respond to some 4 weeks later?
I don't, well, because I put it on my to-do list and then I still got to. I have a
But do
really.
you think it takes more time to physically go, I need to text Stevie Wonder back about his thing, and then you go, call Stevie Wonder back? Or is it easier to just go, hey, Stevie, let's
Yes, it is. But
get
then
that Wonder Bread done?
Then I have
and
to
then-
like sometimes mentally tax myself with whatever that person is potentially requesting.
That's true.
Don't you
But
feel
no,
like
valid both ways?
if you ignore somebody or you're not responding to a certain thing that you have to deal with for a set amount of time, doesn't that weigh on you?
Yeah, a little.
Wouldn't you just want to get it out of the way?
No, it weighs on me more. Honestly, it weighs on me more when I like respond to them right away and then they respond right away. And then I'm like, here we are again. If they're requesting something, that is.
We're
like,
being productive.
I mean, not necessarily, because like it's like maybe let's say it's a buddy who like now I just tell them like I can't do it. But if it's a buddy that's like, hey, can you do something for me? And then I'm like, maybe. And then they'll be like, can you design me a wrap for my dirt bike? And then now I just be like, dude, no way. I don't have time. I'd love to. And it's stuff like that. Like when they're trying to get something out of you, it's so hard to just like drag them along.
Was that a subtweet? That felt like that was directed directly at me.
At you? Oh, no.
You know how many times I've asked Micah to make me a wrap for something? Like that was so specific.
It's funny because no, it's not at you at all, because creating a wrap for you is like it's like being on payroll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind. I felt a little attacked there for a second.
I have a question. How do you respond to telemarketers, Ryan?
I've gotten them because my numbers on some of the Shopify stuff. So like some guy from some company will be like, hey, I can get you text marketing. And I just go, hey, we're good. Like, no, thank you. And then you hang up.
So you
like,
don't yell at them or nothing?
No psycho move.
Number.
You don't need the like, I used to do the whole thing where you listen to the spiel and then you're like, yeah, maybe let me talk to the guys. And then they keep calling you back. And that's a little more specific to a business decision. But like, it's pretty easy to just be like, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm not interested. Bye.
You know what you have more than telemarketers, Ryan? Financial advisors.
Yeah, I do. I have a lot of them.
And credit card offers.
Yeah, for those guys, it's tough because you know them.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, I'm sorry. I already got a guy. He's taking care of it. And it's done. So at least now that I have it taken care of, it's way easier. But when I didn't, I'd be like, yeah, I'll hear you out.
That is a tough position, too, because usually when you tell them, like, oh, I've got a guy, they're always like, I can beat him. Yeah, and then it's like, man.
You feel bad, too. Like, now that my sister has graduated or her friends have, like, they're getting into that. So then they'll start calling me. And I'll be like, hey, listen, dude, you can do this. I'm sorry that I'm shutting you down, but like, good luck with your career.
So that you're talking about, those are people you personally know.
Yeah, or there's like, hey, Sydney gave me your number, and we went to college together, and I'm just starting out selling insurance. I just feel bad, you're just chopping down some kid's dream. But
yeah, I had one where the guy gave me the spiel and everything, and I was like, look, man, I'm not interested. I've got a guy. And to be completely honest, I get one of these calls at least once a week. Mm-hmm. Especially around this age, because we have so many friends that are now graduating and doing it. And I was like, dude, I'm not interested. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, how about we grab lunch? And I was like, man, I'm really busy.
Yeah,
I'm really busy,
I don't know
bro.
what to tell
And you
ya.
could tell, he could just hear it in my voice. And he was like, all good, man.
Yeah.
Sounds
but it's
good.
gotta be
Later.
tough cold calling people like that and like actually getting 100 no's to 1 yes. Like that's got to be tough. Good for them. If you're doing it, keep doing it.
Dude, some people are just meant for that with sales. Like they're just like relentless. And those are the guys that make the big bucks. Like they can just constantly be shut down and rejected. And then finally it just clicks. And next thing you know, you're into $100,000 in penny stocks.
Right, Jordan Belfort. Back to Ken though. I think it's tough for him because he gets so many customer service things like all day. He is bombarded with personal requests for like little jobs for him to do. And he's pretty damn good at it. I don't know how many emails he gets a day, but he probably takes care of 99.5% of them. But occasionally one person will slip through the cracks and then they send a DM like, Ken's been ignoring me for 3 months and my shirt sucks and all this. And we're like, Ken, can you take care of this? Or like, Ken, what the fuck? You need to respond to people. But I think in general, he does a pretty good job.
You're running the customer service of at least a 3-man team.
I've never met somebody who hates dealing and talking to people more than Ken,
But
who's in customer service, dude.
The problem is so many people, they're like, where is they give you like this little morsel of information, but it's not like all the information you need to figure something out of what's going on. And it's the other thing is a lot of people will send it to our Instagram account and nobody goes through every little DM that we get in our Instagram account. So it might go like, nobody might see that forever.
Yeah. And that one's tough because like if they're actually missing their order, but they just give you like almost no information, that means you need to follow up with them and then wait for their response back with more information to yet still figure out what the issue is.
Yeah.
It's so nitpicky and annoying to deal with, but it's so important because I think our returning customer rate is like 65%. So
Pretty
like
crazy.
drop after drop, 65% of the people that order are going to come back. And if they had a bad experience, then they're not going to. And I do that all the time when I'm ordering something. And if it's a pain in the butt to ship it back, or if they don't give me the option, or there's no communication at all, and I'm just like, dude, I'm never ordering.
Or
from
it's like
them
a
again.
bad shirt. Like I've ordered other YouTubers merch, and like it was garbage. Like ours is nice. Like we make sure it's
We
good.
definitely do. And also, like, people have a tendency to speak out loud to their peers and friends. You could have like 3 good experiences and then 1 bad experience. And then if the experience was bad enough, you'd bring it up to your friends. And then they'd probably be like, well, I'm probably not going to order either.
I've heard both sides of things where they're like, Ken's been ignoring me for 6 months. But I've also heard the complete opposite of Ken is so on top of it. He responds to my emails at 9 p.m. at night and got my order fixed right away. So I'll give you some credit there, Ken. You do great with the customers and maybe not so great with our immediate friends that are trying to
All right,
get a hold of you.
I'm going to go through my recent calls list. Just look at all the red ones. The red ones are people not in my contact list and
Right.
that just get auto blocked.
Oh my gosh.
They're more than
You need a new
50%
phone
red.
number, dude, for your personal phone.
I
You need a business phone, and then
I was
a personal.
considering setting up a new phone number.
I don't think it'd be that crazy for Ken to have a business phone.
I don't either. I think it'd be worth it for that matter.
He could have his government name phone and then his Ken phone.
But I'm also
Ken
thinking
has 2
just
phones in his
two
pocket.
separate
Guys
lives.
walking around with like, you know, the people that like set their phones down and there's 2 of them. They're walking
Yep.
around holding 2 phones, pulling them both out. Be a real businessman.
It's pretty baller.
But
Ken's
I'm-
scrolling on both hands.
I'm also thinking even if
Got
we
different
have
Reddit accounts for everything.
even if we have this second phone where the number is semi-public, you know, we're not gonna like post it everywhere, but it's something you reach. Ken can't carry that phone on him. It's gonna be buzzing
I
all
just have 2
day.
SIM cards.
No, dude, you gotta flex and get 2 phones. bro.
You imagine Ken akimbo scrolling.
Yeah,
I can see it.
he's got Twitter up on one and Reddit up on the other.
Taking in all the
So much
information.
more efficient.
Ken like starts getting like the lizard eyes where they go out
Oh,
because he's
no.
looking at both of them.
Taking
That's
scrolls to a whole nother
Yeah.
level.
But I did want to give you credit, Ken. You do a damn good job with customer service. And if you have ever ordered something, you've dealt with Ken personally, and I hope you've had a good experience. And also, speaking
And
of
if-
60% of returning customers,
It's
only
incredible.
50% of the people are subscribed to this podcast. So if you're listening now and you are not subscribed, please do.
I'm cracking up at Ken having lizard eyes.
Yeah, going cockeyed to scroll on 2
Look
phones.
like Don Vito.